This is I'd Do Anything, the final. Thousands auditioned. One by one they fell. Now, only 3 remain. Jessie, Jodie, and Samantha. They've had a week they'll never forget.
Great. Just great.
The total highlight, that.
And tonight, a new West End star is born.
No matter how many times you get put down, if you can pick yourself up, anything's possible.
The public believed in me before I believed in myself. I'm just in a place where I never, ever dreamt to be.
The Lord can only sit and watch. You and your votes are now in control. Who will you choose as your Nancy? Tonight, you decide who becomes the nation's Nancy. The fans are frantic. The band is ballistic. The panel is at their peak. And the Lord can save no more. The voting lines are open. So get calling now for your favourite to win that dream West End role. Please welcome our Nancys and Olivers, past, present, and future. Back again. Everybody. So, now it is down to Jodie, Samantha, and Jessie. After tonight, life for one of those girls will never be the same again. For the first time ever, we have 3 raw finalists who have never performed professionally on the West End stage. All 3 are extremely talented, but this isn't just a talent show. This is a casting competition. And tonight, it's crucial that you choose the right girl. The prize is a West End career that carries with it great responsibility. It is scary, grown-up stuff. Tonight, Andrew Lloyd Webber can save no more. He is totally powerless. And it's different this week. The lines are now open. You can vote for any of the Nancys at any time up until we freeze the lines later in the show. In the next hour, one Nancy will be knocked out of the competition. Then, later in our second show, at 8:45 tonight, Our remaining 2 Nancys will go head-to-head to win that dream job. It's going to be an almighty final. Here to help you make your difficult decision is the expert panel. Please welcome John Barrowman, Denise Van Outen, Barry Humphries, producer of Oliver the Musical, Sir Cameron McIntosh, and the powerless phantom, Andrew Lloyd Webber. You at home have all the power. You are in control. Later, last year's winning Joseph, Lee Mead, will be returning home for a special performance. He's on his way from the theatre right now. I hope there aren't any problems on the central line. Plus, find out what happened when our Nancys met up with living legend Liza Minnelli. Yes, the actual Liza with a Z. So, after months of searching, we have 3 girls left, and tonight, one of them is on the brink of West End stardom. There can only be one Nancy, and they all wanted to be them. And after last week's sizzling semi-final, the Lord had one more surprise for them.
The next few days are crucial for you. Not only must you work towards the final, but you need to take time out to think about your journey and your achievements. So, I love you too. Right, therefore, as a surprise, I've arranged a trip for you. Tomorrow you'll be whisked away.
I've worked so hard to really prove myself, and I've got nothing to hide now. I can't believe it. It's just the ultimate of ultimates.
If you think Jodie deserves to be Nancy, then dial 0901 121 20, then add 01.
Everybody who's voted for me, I've got them to thank for anything I've got now and given me so much confidence as a person and as a performer, which I can't thank them enough for.
If you want Samantha to take that final step to the West End, dial 0901 121 20, then add 02.
I want this so much, and this part is really me. I'm ready to show Andrew and Cameron and the rest of the public that I'm ready for this part.
If Jessie is your ideal Nancy, dial 0901 121 20 and add 03. So, those are our finalists. Now, Cameron, tonight you've got to accept the public decision. There's no turning back. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm sort of excited and relieved that there's a choice. Though I must say it's a little weird. It's the first time I've not had the final say like I normally do in a very loud voice. But you know, I've been bombarded with people with different opinions of likes and dislikes. And what I want to say to the public tonight is they're not picking just the best singer. I want the most moving performance, just as Rachel gave last week. And I want the people to go out of this theatre not only having stood for a great show-stopping song, but also having their heart broken.
All right, well, Andrew, there are 3 very different girls in this final. Do we have a star?
There sure are. Speaking of somebody who used to save while Cameron invests, I have to say, I mean, Sam is the heart stopper, isn't she, if you're a red-blooded male of any age? And there'll be a queue round her, Ilan, I think, if she wins. Then you've got the heart warmer, the lovely Jodie. I mean, she is a heart warmer. And I have to say, I think Jessie's the heartbreaker.
All right, well, we're going to find out because this evening our Nancys will be singing emotional showstoppers to prove they can play the tragic love-struck heroine who stands by her man. Then later, our final 3 will be performing duets with our Olivers to see whether they can capture Nancy's maternal side. Let's meet our first potential Nancy, out to prove she's the ultimate leading lady, Blackpool's Jodie Prenger. Jodie, you could still be Nancy. Congratulations.
Coming into this, I was just Jodie from Blackpool, who hadn't really done that much and was just hoping to come in with a bit of a chance. The toughest moment for me was the very first audition. I was so scared because every audition I've gone for, you know, I was too big for the role, but I had no excuse. I wasn't 22 stone anymore. What if it's just because I wasn't good enough?
You're going to Nancy. You could be Nancy.
Oh, really? When I found out I was in the final 12, it was just that one little tick in my dream box. Oh, I was so chuffed it happened. It doesn't happen to people like me.
Jodie Prenger.
If I'm really honest, I thought that they put me in because I was jokey Jodie. You are lonely.
Oh, come here, you gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm bubbly, and that's just me.
Thank you very much.
But I knew I had that belief that I wanted to be Nancy. So we're sending the clowns. I had to show that other side of me. It's a serious side. Sending the clowns.
West End leading lady performance.
And that was kind of the turning point for me. I just don't think Andrew thought I had it in me.
Wow, it was wonderful.
I had that fire in my belly to really prove that I can do it. It was just brilliant. Andrew were loving it, and then Steve were loving me. It just goes... I know I'm ready. If I got the role, it would just be the ultimate dream that I'd had since a kid. Don't you dare walk away from me!
You're destined for the West End.
I can't believe I'm in the final. I can't believe it. Just means so much because yeah, I am up here and I'm doing it and I'm loving every minute of it, and I'm just in a place where I never ever dreamt to be.
So, Andrew, Jodie's up first. What are Jodie's strengths as a Nancy?
Well, I think her strength at the competition is that she's never wavered during it, no matter what anybody has said. And I said at one point that I didn't think she moved very well, but she just took it in her stride. And therefore, I think with a good director, she could come a long, long way. As a Nancy, she obviously fulfills what a lot of people think the role could be. She is warm, and obviously there's a very warm side to the character of Nancy.
Okay, well, stand by, Andrew, and stand by, digital viewers. Press your red button now to sing along, because for one last time, we're unleashing the Nancys. First off the blocks is our Northwest Nancy, Jodie. The 28-year-old Blackpool lass will be singing Son of a Preacher Man, and she's brave, she'll get your all-important vote. Could Jodie be your Nancy? It's up to you. Here's Jodie.
Preacher's son, and when his daddy were busy to come along, when they gathered around and started talking, that's when Billy would take me walking up through the backyard. We go walking, then he looked into my eyes. Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was, oh yes he was. Being good isn't always easy, no matter how hard I try. Then he started sweet talking to me, look and tell me everything is alright. Kiss and tell me everything is alright. Can you get away tonight? The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Lord knows he was. Yes, he was. How well I remember the look I was in his eyes, stealing kisses from me on the side, taking time to make time, telling me it's all mine. Then it brought me down to slowing, looking to see how much we've gone. And the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Oh, yes, he was.
Jodie, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, you. Starting off the show, not an easy job. Remember, you at home can vote for any of our Nancys at any time. Numbers are on the screen right now. Tonight, Jodie, the public could make you Nancy, okay? Did it hurt last week when Cameron said that you weren't Nancy?
I'm not going to lie to you, it really did hurt, but week after week, every challenge I have fought my place to be it, and Cameron, I am going to prove to you that I am going to be your leading lady. That's what I'm going to do.
All right. Well, let's ask the man himself. Cameron, has Jodie convinced you that she could be Nancy?
Jodie has convinced me that she could make a Nancy. The one thing I've always loved about you in this is that whatever criticism has been given, you've taken it on gratefully and with real charm. You are a special girl with a great warm heart, you have a wonderful voice, and you absolutely deserve to be in the final.
What did you make of that performance? First off,
Jodie, every song she sings, she lives the words. We believe what she's saying. And for me as a leading man, that's what you want in a leading lady. Someone who is believable. And Jodie is, here we go, believable, believable, believable. Listen, I look forward to the day, Jodie. I look forward to the day where I can guest star opposite you on the West End stage.
She's never been in the West End. Would she be a safe pair of hands as Nancy?
Well, I think that was a very, very, very good performance. I don't know whether it's a winning performance, but it was a very, very good performance. And one thing is, whatever everybody may say about you, you have an outsized talent. It's a really, really strong voice. I just don't know whether or not it's going to be quite enough tonight to bring us through. But it might well be, because, as I said, many people have a very good view about Nancy.
He's hedging his bets.
I'm not hedging anything at all. I'm saying what I think.
All right, the first Nancy will be knocked out of the competition in just under an hour's time. You can vote now, or you can vote later. We're flexible. The lines are open. I don't mind when you vote. Dial 0901 121 20, then add 01 if you want Jodie to win. Other operators may vary, and mobiles will be considerably higher. Okay, our next potential Nancy has had an entire island named after her. But will she make her name as Nancy? The Isle of Sam's Samantha Barks.
Looking back, I didn't ever believe I'd be in the final.
I think I have to go with you, Samantha.
When I went for the audition, it was my first audition, so I didn't expect anything from it, to be honest. Because in show business, it's a world of rejection, so I just walked in as myself, really, and I hoped for the best. Oh my God, thank you so much. And here I am.
You could be Nancy.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm excited.
First up, it's 17-year-old Samantha.
Show one, the most petrifying experience because I had to wear hot pants.
I saw him dancing there by the record machine.
And getting through, I was like, just confused, and I was like...
You could still be Nancy.
I couldn't believe that I deserved to be here, and it was... The fact that the public have voted for me so many times, that's the whole thing. They believed in me before I believed in myself. I was quite shy, and I was definitely in my shell.
There's nothing behind the eyes that was emotionally empty.
Whoa.
Working with John did unlock something, and I felt like he'd really helped me to tap into my own emotions, which is something I never did. By hurting you.
I've got all goosebumps.
After I worked with him, I was getting better comments every week.
That was emotionally fantastic, fantastic, fantastic!
Spectacular.
And I was like, my gosh, I'm improving.
I think you were one of our leading contenders.
So when I got to sing Defying Gravity, that was the most emotional I've felt ever, because I believed in myself. I am capable of playing this part. I've improved so much.
When someone needs you, you love them so.
I feel more confident as a person, so I feel like I can go out there and be me, and it will be okay.
Let's talk about Samantha. She's the youngest contender. If she won, what would she bring to the role of Nancy?
Well, apart from a large male audience, as Liza Minnelli said, having worked with her, I think a lot would depend on Cameron, the director, and the team. She's so young that it would depend, I think, on what could be fashioned from her. I think she has everything there. It's 6 months to go, of course, before the show, so I think a lot could happen. I know she's got a fantastic top voice, and I think it's all down to what would happen in the time. I truly believe
thanks,
that.
Andrew. On our final marks, it's Samantha Barks. The 17-year-old Manx student is hoping her rendition of Anyone Who Had a Heart will capture yours. Could Samantha be your Nancy? Here's Samantha!
Anyone who ever loved could look at me and know that I love you. Anyone who ever dreamed could look at me And no, I dream of you, knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. You couldn't really have a heart and hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue. What am I to do? Every time you go away, I always say, this time it's goodbye, dear. Loving you the way I do, I take you back. Without you, I'd die, dear. Knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. You couldn't really have a heart and hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue. Anyone who had a heart would love me too. Anyone who had a heart would simply take me in his arms and always love me. Why won't you? Anyone who had a heart would simply take me in his arms and always love me. Why won't you?
Samantha, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. Now, Samantha, this week as we've heard, you worked with a real living legend, Liza
Yeah.
Minnelli. I mean, how inspiring was that for tonight's final?
I think even just as a person, she's so legendary that she's just inspirational anyway. But I think the way that she's just so passionate about what she does really inspired me, I think.
All right, well, let's check in with the panel, what they thought. Denise, you've spoken about Samantha's voice. You said it's one of the best in the competition. Is it the voice of Nancy?
Samantha, you definitely have the voice of Nancy. In fact, you have an amazing voice. I think you're a brilliant talent. And out of all the girls, you've been on the most incredible journey throughout this competition and developed the most, for sure. The only thing I find sometimes, this song in particular, oh, microphone problem, I'll talk into John's. I think in this song, sometimes emotionally you sit on the fence a little bit. I think that's just due to the fact, as Andrew said and Cameron said, that you are so young and you haven't lived the lyrics, so you can't really feel them. But if you work with a good director, I'm sure they could bring something out.
All right, let's check in with long-time fan Barry. What did you think of that performance?
Well, Samantha, you're young, but you have a very mature talent, in my view. You can sing. You can sing, you can dance, you can act, and you're reasonably attractive. I think you have all the attributes of a leading lady. The West End needs you, Samantha.
All right, Andrew, could Samantha be our Nancy?
Well, both Denise and Barry have put it in a different way, but I do think you could be in Nancy. I absolutely do believe you could be. My whole question's going to be, as I said earlier, whether or not you would be able to absorb the direction that you would need and would be able to build up the stamina to do 8 shows a week. I think you could. It's a heck of a gamble, but I really think you could make it.
All right, well, that's what the penalty. Only one girl can walk away the winner tonight. The lines are open. Dial 0901 12120 and then add 02 if you want to see Samantha wear Nancy's red dress on opening night. And if, like Samantha, you're an aspiring musical theatre star, log on to our website, bbc.co.uk/Oliver, where you can apply for a musical theatre bursary. Remember, 14p from each of your calls goes to the fund. Our next candidate is our only remaining Irish Nancy of the competition. Determined to get the role and paint the West End emerald green, it's County Kerry's Jessie Buckley. You could still be Nancy.
Out of 10,000 people, I'm actually in the final. I'll never forget that day in Andrew's house for the rest of my life.
As long as...
It just began to feel so right for me. I was no longer Jessie. I am Nancy.
What's all this business about being turned down by drama schools? Is it twice?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Tanae. You could be Nancy.
It was just that feeling of he believes in me. I just wanted to hug him. I just wanted to actually squeeze the life out of him.
Here's Jessie!
For the first couple of weeks, everything seemed to go my way.
Your performance was absolutely wonderful.
With that, you could win this competition.
As the weeks went by, I had problems with my posture and then problems with my dancing.
Something about your movement that is still getting me.
You're becoming very self-conscious.
I feel we have lost your essence.
Don't lose Jessie. Jessie.
I feel like I'm just completely lost. Walking into Andrew's offices that day, I knew this is my time to show him that I still deserve to be in here.
I got tears in my eyes, I promise.
I've got tears in mine. I've never been so happy to make somebody cry in my life.
Just keep it like that. Don't listen to anybody.
I started to believe in myself a bit more.
That was the greatest performance I've ever heard a young girl of your age give.
That is a night I'll never forget. It's standing on stage and looking over at, you know, your mom and your sisters and your brother. I feel like if they have dreams now, they know that they can come true, and that no matter how many times you get put down, if you can pick yourself up and if you can do what you love, anything's possible. I want this so much, and this part is really me.
They all want it so much. Andrew, what would Jessie's strengths be as a Nancy?
Well, she delivers a ballad as well as any young girl I've ever seen of that age. There's no question about that. It's going to be fascinating to see what she does tonight because she's got a toughie. I thought that The Man That Got Away was the performance of the series so far, but it's something so big to live up to that I'm just, you know, touching everything tonight for her.
All right, well, desperately hoping victory will be hers. It's Jessie, the 18-year-old who will be performing the Roberta Flack classic, The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. But is she the face of Nancy? Could Jessie be your Nancy? Here's Jessie!
The first time ever I saw your face, I thought the sun rose in your eyes. And the moon and the stars were the gifts you gave to the dark and the endless skies, my love. And the first time ever I saw your face, your face, your face. Your
Jessie, ladies and gentlemen! Well done. Now, you had a tough semi-final. You divided the panel last week. Both, I think, John and Denise felt you weren't ready to play the role. Do you think you're ready?
I am so ready for this part. I mean, it just feels so right. Funnily enough, even more so than the male roles I played in school. But it just, I've come out here for 10 weeks and have had a blast, and I don't want to give that up.
All right, well, let's check in with John first. Now, last week, you were quite harsh. You said you were bored by Jessie's performance last week.
Yep.
Did she captivate you tonight?
You did captivate me tonight. I must say, Jessie, that you have a superb voice, you're extremely talented, and that was a really, really good performance. I have to be honest with you, though, I'm worried about your consistency, because you're like a baseball player. Sometimes you go out there, like tonight, and like the man that got away, you hit a home run, and other times you strike out. As a leading West End man, I would worry about my leading lady not hitting home runs every evening.
All right, Cameron, we know Jessie is amazingly talented, but is she right for the role of Nancy?
I think Jessie was born to play Nancy. John, it's about the material she's given, not her delivery. You have something that no one can teach an artist. And we believe that you would be marvellous, and I agree with every word Andrew has said about you.
All right, well, let's check in with Andrew. Could Jessie hold her own? Could you be consistent night after night in the West End?
Well, I never thought I would sit in a chair anywhere in the world and agree entirely with Cameron McIntosh. The fact is, Jessie has the sacred flame of star quality. There's no question about that. It's now going to be about, if you do win, about the work that happens between now and the production opening. And if you could get that and all of the criticism that has been validly said by the panel, the slight awkwardness that you may have when you move, all of those sort of things, I think you will be a huge star, but it's been one of those things. You've never had that training, have you?
No, I'm
promised.
raw. I'm rough and ready.
The audience at home is looking for a Nancy now.
But we got 6 months.
Okay, panel, thank you very much. Remember, you are the one doing the hiring. Vote wisely. The lines are open. Call 0901 12120 and then add 03 if you want Jessie to win. Coming up, we go Technicolor as last year's winning Joseph Lee Mead performs. Plus our Nancy's team up for Duets without winning Oliver's. And if being in the final wasn't enough, our girls have jetted off to Paris, quaffed champagne with Andrew at his London pad, and the icing on the cake, worked with the magnificent Liza Minnelli while she's here on tour. It's a fine life being a Nancy.
A very old friend of mine is performing in London by the name of Liza Minnelli.
Hi guys, how are you?
Lovely to meet you.
Hi.
These are our...
It's lovely to meet you.
Today, the Nancys are singing in front of an absolute legend.
Great. Just great.
Don't miss the Nancys with Liza and Andrew later. It'll be great, just great. Now, the old showbiz saying goes, never work with children or animals. I'm here with both. Our winning Nancy, of course, will have to share the stage with our 3 winning Olivers here, Lawrence, Guion and Harry, and also Bullseye the dog. Hello, Bullseye. Good boy. Sit. 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 Ignore me. All right. Our Olivers will now perform duets with their favourite Nancys to give you at home the opportunity to see how they connect, don't call him, with small people, whilst our Olivers get to test run their potential West End co-stars. Oh, they're after you, Oliver. OK. Each of them have chosen of their favourite Nancy. Now, Lawrence, you've chosen Jodie. Harry, you're with Samantha. And Guion, you chose Jessie. So, Lawrence, you're up first. Our Olivers, everybody. Come with me. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good. Right here. Performing, getting to know you from the King and I, and wanting to make that important connection, please welcome Lawrence and Jodie.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Getting to like you, getting to hope you like me. Of course I do. Getting to know you, putting it my way, but nicely. You are precisely my cup of tea. Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I am with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day. Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I am with
performance.
Thank you.
But tonight it is all about the votes. You've got a camera there. Tell the people, why should you be Nancy?
You know when you're ready for a part, and I know I'm ready for this part. I've got the heart, I've got the motherly instinct, and I've got the to give it everything I've got and the respect that Nancy deserves as a woman. I am ready.
All right. You heard her. If you think Jodie deserves to be Nancy, pick up the phone and vote now. The lines are open. Call 0901 12120 and then add 01 for Jodie. Our next duet sees our youngest Nancy paired with our oldest Oliver. He's nearly 12. Performing Singing in the Rain and hoping to sing together in the West End, it's Harry and Samantha.
Singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, have a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, have a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain. Just singing and in the rain.
Samantha and Harry, everybody! Umbrella down. So, Samantha, tonight every vote counts. So it's your turn to tell the nation why you are the right girl for the role.
I think I'm the right girl for Nancy because I have taken on every criticism that I've been given, and I've got the raw edge that I think Nancy needs. So if you vote for me, I won't let you down.
All right, well, she is counting on you. If you don't want Samantha to be the first to crash out of the competition tonight, vote now. The lines are open. Call 0901 12120 and then add 02 for Samantha. Our third and final duet this evening is between a wee Welsh Oliver and a big Irish Nancy. Performing Truly Scrumptious and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, it's Gwion and Jessie.
Truly scrumptious, you're truly, truly scrumptious. Scrumptious as a cherry peach parfait. When you're near me, it's so delicious. Honest, truly, you're the answer to my wishes. Truly scrumptious, though I may seem presumptuous. Never, never, ever go away. My heart beats so unruly because I love you truly. Honest, truly, I do. Truly scrumptious, you two are truly scrumptious. Scrumptious as the breeze across the bay.
it's your turn now for the hard sell. Why should you be Nancy?
I have just come on the journey of a lifetime, a journey where I've journeyed into the very heart of Nancy. And I've just loved every minute of it, and I don't want to give that journey up. This is my time to be that West End leading
All
lady.
right, spoken from the heart. The lines are open. Call 0901 12120 and then add 03 if you want Jessie to win. Good luck. Thank you, Jessie. Off you go. Okay, let's ask Cameron and Andrew what they thought of those duets. Cameron, how do you think the girls did?
I think Gwion and Jessie were the standout for me. Total, unslipped chemistry. That is the heart of Oliver. They were truly scrumptious.
And Andrew?
I agree with Cameron. There's something you can't teach. I mean, Jessie had it all there. I mean, something Liza said to her about using her arms and just how she used her body rubbed off. It was fantastic what she did today. I also thought Jodie really came through on that too.
Okay. Well, this competition is too close to call. Your vote could make all the difference. Soon, our first Nancy will be going home. Don't let it happen to your favourite. There's still plenty more to come. Here's a reminder of all three Nancy's performances so far with those all-important numbers you need to call.
I'm the only one who could ever reach me. Well, the son of a preacher man, the only boy who could ever teach me. Well, the son of a preacher man, yes, he was. He was. Lord knows he was. Anyone who had a heart would love me too. Anyone who had a heart would simply take me in his arms and always love me. Why won't
I thought the sun rose in your eyes.
Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I am with you, getting to know what to say.
Have a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane
With a happy refrain,
just singing,
singing in the rain.
It's so delicious, so beguiling. You're the answer to my wishes. Truly scrumptious, you two are truly scrumptious.
What a night it's turning out to be. Remember, lines can get busy. If you don't get through first time, then try again. Calls cost 25p from the BT landline. Other networks may vary, and mobiles will be considerably higher. 14 pence from each call will go towards the BBC Performing Arts Fund. In a moment, our final three will be performing Maybe This Time as a trio. And to give them the right musical motivation, Andrew enlisted the help of the world's most legendary leading lady, who's currently touring the UK, Liza Minnelli.
A very old friend of mine is performing in London by the name of Liza Minnelli. So we're going to go and see her concert tonight.
I love a violin. I love a violin.
And the girls did more than watch her in action. They were invited to a masterclass with the great lady herself.
I am so excited. This is an opportunity of a lifetime to sing in front of Liza Minnelli.
Samantha.
Yes.
She has got a cast iron upper end voice. I'd be fascinated to see what she makes of this.
Maybe this time.
Stop.
Maybe this time.
What if I'm wrong? Maybe this time. Maybe this time. You know, because you have such a pretty soft voice too. So try that.
Maybe this time.
You'll what? Yes, you will. I will. I will. Great. Just great. Terrific. And I love your shoes.
She gave me a nice compliment about my performance, but then said that she liked the shoes. That tops off the best day.
Everybody
loves a
Okay.
winner.
Everybody. Now, there are certain words that I'm going to ask you to pick out.
Okay.
Everybody loves a winner.
Everybody loves a winner.
Now, you're a winner.
So nobody loves me.
She's absolutely at her best. I mean, her comfort zone
Yes.
is that sort of material.
She took the direction very well, didn't she?
Yeah, I thought so, yeah.
Last time we were watching a concert, today she was giving me a hug. I don't believe that just happened to me.
Maybe this time I'll
Yes. Wonderful. At the end, it's hard not to shout that. It's gotta happen. Right. It has to be powerful, but inside, and a real thought. Maybe this time. You almost did all of that. You're just wonderful.
Oh, thank you
And
so
if
much.
you're ever playing any place, I'm coming to see you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, give it up.
She's good, isn't she?
She's the eldest.
She's the eldest,
So
yeah.
she knows more about
Yeah,
that kind
yes,
of a
yeah.
feeling.
I can't speak. She's just absolutely fabulous, that woman.
I thought they were all wonderful, and their voices are splendid.
All three,
You know?
in their own way,
Yeah.
really very special.
It's hard when they're all up for one part.
I know.
And of course, a huge thank you to Liza and the Lord for having friends in high places. There are only a couple of minutes to go before we freeze the lines and announce which girl is in third place and out of the competition. But first, they worked with her, and now they're here singing one of her most famous songs, performing the Liza Minnelli classic, Maybe This Time. It's Jodie, Samantha, and Jessie.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay.
Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurry away. He will hold me fast. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore, like the last time and the time before. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are they're in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gotta happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll be. They lie.
Okay, we're freezing the lines. Please stop voting. If you call now, your vote won't count and you may be charged. Don't say you haven't been warned. In a moment, we'll be announcing who is the first Nancy to leave the competition. And someone who knows what this agonizing wait is like is last year's winner, Lee Mead. Now, it's hard to believe that this time 12 months ago, he was a struggling understudy. Now, he is a true star of the West End, and here he is performing Any Dream Will Do. Please welcome your Joseph, Lee Mead!
Closed my eyes, drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew. Far, far away, someone was weeping and the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. I wore my coat.
Backstage, there are three very, very nervous Nancys. If they win, what can they look forward to?
A lot of hard work to begin with. But obviously, you know, chance to perform in front of thousands of people every week and playing a role that they've wanted to always play, so
all right,
incredible.
There's three of them back there. If you were a betting man, who are you backing to go all the way?
Put in the spot there.
Yes, I have. The nation requires an answer.
Yes. I like Jodie. I think for me, she has the all-round package and everything. But all three of them are superb.
They are
very, very strong.
But listen, time's marching. You've got a show to do. Go, 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 Joseph. Lee Mead, everybody. We're still counting the votes, and in a moment, we'll be announcing who is in third place and out of the competition. And after coming so far, none of them wanted to be them.
Everything that's amazing in my life has just happened. The photo shoots, the premiere, getting to perform on national TV. This whole whirlwind is every girl's dream.
I can't find the words to say how proud we are of Samantha, and I do believe she's earned her place.
Throughout this competition, I've grown to believe in myself.
I'm extremely proud of her. I know she's got a God-given talent.
My mom said she can't describe what it means to see my dreams come true. I'm so glad that I'm able to share that with her.
I will look back on this as the most phenomenal experience I have ever had. Just living what you've always dreamt of.
I want to see her name in lights. It would mean I could look up there and see she's done it.
Winning means so much. Okay, all your votes so far have been counted and verified, and for the first time this evening, the nation will speak. It's time to reveal which Nancy is in third place. One Nancy's West End dream is about to come to an end. I will now reveal, in no particular order, which two Nancys are through to our second show later tonight. Jessie, you've come so far and truly believe you could be Nancy, but does the public believe in you? Jessie, you could still be Nancy. Congratulations. You're through to our second live show. Please leave the stage. Jodie and Samantha. For one of you, your dream of becoming Nancy will be no more. The other will be going head-to-head with Jessie later tonight. The Nancy in third place, and therefore out of the competition, is... Samantha. Which means, Jodie, you could still be Nancy. Congratulations! Samantha, you were so close. In the final, in the top three. You may not have won the role, but what's the most valuable thing you'll take away from this experience?
This has just been the most amazing experience in front of the panel. Thank everybody for making it so incredible.
Samantha, there's an awful lot of love in this room. You've been truly phenomenal, but it is time to hand back your locket. Ladies and gentlemen, Samantha! There you go, every moment. Andrew, we now know who's going head-to-head. Is this the result you were expecting so far?
Do you know what? Yes. It's exactly what I thought. I thought it might happen this way. 2 J's. But I think, Sammy, I think you did wonderfully well and you've got this far in the competition.
Okay, well, we're now realigned for Jessie and Jodie. All your votes cast so far will be carried earlier. Get calling now for the Nancy you want to win. Join me later tonight at 9:15. That's 8:45 tonight, live here on BBC One, when Jodie and Jessie go head-to-head to win that sensational West End role of a lifetime. It's going to be emotional. Until then, I'll leave you with Samantha to say goodbye in her own special way. Get voting.
Give me one last look, bless you. Remember our old tune. Be back soon.
As long as he needs me. Oh yes, he does need me. In spite of what